Welcome to Year Zero Vlogs. In 1 year, I will be leaving academia and start a new life as a consultant, helping others to teach better. Join me on Memory Lane.
Year Zero Vlogs continues. After kindergarten and my elementary school, I was driving today to my old high school. Let's go and have a look.
The place where I was born and raised has no high school. So, like many others, I had to go by bus every day for 9 years to this place, which is 15 minutes away from my hometown. And we had to go by bus winters and summers over and over again. If the weather was good or bad, you just get used to it.
This is very surreal. I haven't been here in 15 years, something like that. 10 definitely. And I'm walking where the buses usually release the school children because I want to see something very specific at the entrance, which I never forgot.
Isn't it curious and surprising what exactly we do remember for certain periods of our lives? Well, in a second you will see what it's for me that I can't forget.
It's still there. This plaquette with this sentence is what I have seen every day, every morning when I went to school. Diene dem Geist und mehre die Habe, denn dieser Auftrag ist dein, in des Wissens unendlicher Wabe winzige Zelle zu sein. Translated in English on the screen that you know what it means. This is in a nutshell what I thought science is and where my identity as a scientist started. It says 1967, I don't know who the author of this sentence is, of this poem. Gaining knowledge and contributing to the bigger picture, that was always my purpose. So here it all started. It's crazy. It's still all the same.
When I was going to school here, the concrete building was more appearing grayish. They did a lot of renovations and it looks really good with the white appearance now. It's all clean. It looks so nice with the snow cover and really tidy and pleasant. This is where we had our lunch breaks and a lot of memories come back. But let me tell you what I focused on in school. So in school, we had the option to focus on specific subjects. And I chose English and German, so the languages, as well as mathematics and history. I did not focus on physics and biology. I even reduced the workload on those two subjects. And the reason why is because I had not a good vibe in those classes, and this depends often a little bit on the teachers, and this was the case for me. Nevertheless, it was very clear for me that I would study biochemistry at some point. Yes, study biochemistry at a university, aim for a science career without having intense physics and biology training in school.
The building didn't change. Obviously, it's an old building. And yeah, I have memories for this place, a lot of memories. Some good, some bad, like for every period of time in one's life.
I was very lucky that I never had to study hard. Things came very easy to me and I was participating in the lessons because I didn't want to get too bored in school. But the ability to learn and to really study hard, that I don't necessarily got from school. I had to learn this the hard way when I was studying. What was definitely clear to me is that I'm a curious person. I wanted to go into science, definitely do scientific research, not studying medicine, being a doctor, but being a scientist, investigating, figuring out how nature works, figuring out the details of how a cell works, the mechanism of it all. That I knew years before my time at school ended. So in the newspaper that we put together when we got our high school diplomas, it is already written, I want to study biochemistry somewhere in Germany. I was one of the few who did know already exactly what they wanted to do after school.
That's the biology lab.
Fun story. This is also written in our high school newspaper. I told you that we had to go by bus to school, and well, my stomach was on the weak side. So one specific morning, we had biology first thing in the morning, and I felt sick. And well, the teacher asked me after a while, because I guess I looked a little greenish around the nose. The teacher asked me, "Is everything okay, Natalie?" And instead of answering, I vomited. And yes, it hit the table, and it hit him also a little bit. And that scenario made history, obviously. Oh god, that was one of the worst moments. But yeah, in hindsight, it was great. He was great. He helped clean everything up, and he calmed the class down. Everyone was laughing. I'm not proud of that moment. We have to be remembered for something, right? This story sounds funny, but it was a real problem at first, because I thought I cannot go to high school for that reason, because I had a weak stomach and I didn't really handle the bus ride well. But after 2 or 3 years, I could deal with the bus ride better, and there was no problem for me going to high school. My life's trajectory would have been completely different if for that reason I would not have been able to go to high school, because then I would not have been able to go to university, and I would be not where I am today. I would have a totally different life, for sure.
I feel that's exactly what I did with my life so far. And I'm not done yet. Knowledge is endless. And I'm a small cell, but I'm a cell. So are you. The new year is very young, and I'm glad that I can visit these places. And my old high school, it was a very intense time. 9 years of my life spent here on these grounds. Hello, if someone watches from my classmates, leave a comment, say hello. And yeah, year 0 continues.
9 years, what a long time I spent here. The time when you grow from a child into a young person, a young adult. School has so much impact on what we will do with our lives, where we see us, where we want to go, what we feel we are capable of doing. So that's the first part of education that matters so much in our lives. Guess where I will go next for year 0 vlogs? Write it in the comments, subscribe and like. See you.